Cancer, welcome to this reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, though you might find it resonates more if Cancer is your moon or rising sign. We've got the Emperor reversed, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the World. Okay. I wonder if some of you are making a work or career transition, or something is changing for you within the realm of work and career. And if it's not work or career, like let's say you work within the home, like as in your work is taking care of the household, the family, that sort of thing. Something could be changing around your daily routine or your structure. I'm wondering for some of you who have like a boss or a manager who is changing things up or leaving, and you're wondering how that will impact you. Okay, let's see. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe this is a change that you are waiting for, or it's been a long time coming. Seven of Swords reversed. Two sevens. I think you've been very introspective during this time. Five of Wands. I'm seeing there's a bit of conflict around you, and for some of you within you as well, but you're holding it together well. No one would know to look at you. Six of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups. Some of you have an office romance situation. I think there's whether we're talking about work or not, there is something within you that's longing for a change. But the thing is, the past, or whatever it is that's trying to become part of the past, is very stable. But it might be at a point now where you're not enjoying it, you're not getting pleasure from it, you're just going through the motions. So at one point you were the Emperor upright, and you were, oh my god, who's that? Hold on. I had an unexpected delivery. Sorry. Okay, so yes, at one point you were the Emperor in the upright and you were getting value from what you were doing. You felt you were putting value out there. But for some time you have been wearing a bit of a mask, perhaps, and as I said, no one can see, no one knows. But the Seven of Swords reversed, it's like you're finally admitting to yourself, whatever this is, it's not working for you anymore. And yes, it could be work. It could also be the role that you take on in your life with maybe friends and family. It could be a hobby, it could be some sort of activity, but it's like you're finally willing to accept, okay, I'm not really doing this for me anymore, I'm doing this for others. I'm doing this because other people expect it of me, or I feel an obligation. I wonder if there's something within you that's quite self-sacrificing, and often you prioritize the needs of others over yourself, and this is a message here to not do that, this time, that you absolutely, it seems like you've got to make a change here, even if other people might be sad about it. I think you've held on to whatever this is for as long as you possibly could. We have Aries with the Emperor, and yeah, okay. Yeah, Six of Coins reversed with the World. You can't keep balancing, it's almost like maybe up until this point you've been able to get something, other people have got something from whatever you've been doing or however you've been showing up, but you're getting nothing from this anymore, and it's time to move forward. The good news is you will be stable moving forward. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. It might be a slightly different role or position you're taking on. For some of you, it could be even about balancing out the masculine and feminine energy within you. Whether you're a woman or a man watching this, you might have felt that you've been predominantly in masculine energy and now you want to receive. The Knight of Cups, you might quite literally feel like you want to receive gifts, you want to receive nice things, you want to be shown that you are valued and treasured and seen. If not that, it could just be that you want to indulge more in things that feel emotionally satisfying and fulfilling, but at the same time you want to be grounded and stable and successful in whichever way you define those things. And you're worried, if I leave this thing in the past that's no longer working for me, will I be able to have that stability? Will I be able to feel grounded? And the answer is yes. And I just feel that whatever this is, you've been thinking about this for a long, long time, and one of the things alongside worrying about, your stability, internal or external here, is a concern around what will people say, or this kind of self-sacrificing, overly giving nature that you have, putting others before you all the time. Tell us about this Five of Wands, please. Five of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you don't want other people to suffer by this change that you're making. you don't want to lose maybe position, status, money, comfort. It's just a feeling of, I don't want to make this transition and everything gets worse, whether it's for you or for you and for others. But I have to be honest, I think whatever this is, even if it's a kind of community, I think you already feel outside of it, but you're just wearing this mask, and no one knows, and it's very, very lonely for you. Okay, what else, please? What else? Yeah, Ten of Wands reversed. I think it's dragging on. It needs to end. And you've wanted it to end for some time, and it's like every day that goes by now that this hasn't ended or you haven't released this, it feels like a burden. What's this? The Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so you want to begin a new journey, but the problem here is, at least you might feel like it's a problem, this new journey is based solely at this point in time on passion, enjoyment, and you're starting again right at the beginning. You're going from the king or the emperor to a page, so it might not feel logical, it might not feel like there are any guarantees, and it will take an act of faith. And Spirit's trying to say, with this Queen of Pentacles, we will catch you, you will find yourself in a stable position again, but first you've got to let us know you're committed to moving forward, because we can't bring in these experiences, situations, opportunities and align them with you while your energy is still, you're looking at the past, or the situation that's in your present that kind of needs to be in the past here. So I think you're going to have to make that bold step first, and then things will align for you. Let me see what's coming in here. What's being aligned, what's coming up, what's coming in for my viewer, please. Look at this, expect powerful change. Yeah, but we have a new moon, and the moon, here is blocking out. We can get an idea, we can kind of see what's going on behind, but a lot of it is trust, is belief. We haven't yet seen the opportunity that's behind it. But the new moon is about releasing what's not working and setting new intentions and moving forward. So whatever change you've been considering making in whichever area of your life, it is a good time to make this change, and I think it has been for some time, and it's getting more painful and more burdensome every day that you don't make this change, and that's how you know that it's go time. Okay, and another thing no, but seriously, another thing is you're showing up as the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. You have been strong, you've carried yourself and others, you have been in a position of giving, you've been very focused on making good, sensible, grounded, long-lasting, logical decisions. There's been a lot of weight on your shoulders. This Knight of Cups is doing things because it feels nice. This Knight is indulging, is giving, is receiving, is far more relaxed and doesn't have so much responsibility, and I feel like it's more than time that you get to experience some of that energy. And maybe this is about making room for things in your life other than studying and work and that sort of thing. Following passions or things that you think you might enjoy, and seeing, do you enjoy them? Maybe it could even be traveling. Whether we're talking traveling to different countries or just going to, museums or art galleries or wherever you've wanted to go. Okay, let's see what's coming in, please, for my viewer once they make this change. What's up ahead? Confidence is your key to success. So success is up ahead, but you have to, make that that confident move. And look, we have another new moon. We've got new moon in Leo. So for some of you, it could be since Leo season, back in July and August, that you've been feeling like you really, really need to make this change, or maybe it's even before that, but it's been the last few months that you cannot deny that you've got to change something up. Balance, spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So for some of you, you could be moving into the spiritual realm, maybe wanting to even monetize this in some way, rather than it being a passion or interest or something you're good at on the side. For others of you, with this being a full moon, I wonder if you're moving out of the spiritual realm and wanting to do something that seems more traditional or conventional or something like that. But expanding this more, balancing the spirituality and practicality. Yes, there is something within with this Page of Wands that you want to, I nearly said possess, interesting, that you want to maybe own and shape and make yours. But practically, you might be saying it doesn't make sense, or I don't have a plan, or I don't see how it's going to work, or something like that. And it's about the balance. It's not about saying, right, I'm throwing caution to the wind and I'm just going to dive in and make myself bankrupt. But it's also not about saying, I'm going to stifle this voice and I'm going to live a life that's not enjoyable because I need to be practical. It's about that balance, definitely. Okay, let's get one more and see what else we can see. Look, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Yes, adjustments are required. You cannot go on. That Ten of Wands reversed. It's heavy. Every day it's heavy, and it's getting heavier by the minute. Something has got to change, and it doesn't have to be all at once. We're trying to find a balance here. So just making small changes, small adjustments, allowing yourself bit by bit by bit to move into this space or energy, or just to make this transition that you're needing to make. At this point, it's not even just a want. I think it's a need. I don't see the Tower yet here, but I would imagine that if this continues on, at some point there could be a Tower moment that would come in to release you, because I think every part of you is crying out for this change. So if you're able to take control of this and make the small adjustments, it won't happen all at once and it won't be so alarming, is what I'm seeing. But yeah, no doubt, you've got to be bold, is what I'm seeing, and it will take courage and confidence, but you have that. I'm also looking at these fish, how they're swimming around each other, and it's again making me think of the yin and the yang, so balancing out here, receiving more than you have been in whichever way it is, but also if you give a bit, the universe gives a bit. If you take a risk, the universe rewards that. It's that kind of a thing, step by step. Okay, so let's leave that there. But whatever the change is, I can see it's a big deal for you, but I think it does need to happen. And success is in the future for you. Yeah, it's being as successful, but in a slightly different way, going from the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe whatever this is, you do feel very lonely. And maybe at first you didn't mind, but now it's getting worse. Because if you think of being a king or a queen, you've got the other kings and queens around, you've got the knights, the pages, that sort of thing. But the emperor has the empress, and the empress isn't even showing up here. So very, very lonely. So maybe you want something where you're more involved with others, maybe quite literally engaging with people more on a day-to-day basis or something like that. Some of you, it could be about starting to put family maybe before career, if it's been, if you've spent most of your life pursuing career and not making time sort of for family and friends. I don't know, I just think there's a big transition, whatever that is, and it really is time. It's very important, even if, you've got to really make this transition slowly and carefully, even if it's kind of overwhelming, just reduce it to bite-sized chunks, but I think you have to do this for yourself, for your mental health, for your emotional health, and because why not? It's your life, and you deserve to live it how you want to, and you're not doing anything selfish. I think you've been very selfless, actually, for maybe longer than is good for you. Right, okay, let me move into the love section that I said I was going to move into before. We have the Magician, Six of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Cups reversed. If someone's been selfish and disappointing you, you do have the power to turn this around if you want to, or to walk away if you want to, whatever you prefer there. Okay, so messages from my viewers around love, romance, please. What messages have you got from my viewers around love and romance? Oh, the Devil, wow, okay. So we have Capricorn there. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Someone might be into furries. That's something that came through. Okay, we have the Tower, so we have Capricorn, Scorpio so far. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. Someone may have a drinking problem as well, because I'm looking at the alcohol in this Ten of Pentacles. We know the Devil is about potentially sometimes doing something in excess. So someone could be spending a lot of money on alcohol or any other kind of crutch or addiction that could be leading to this Tower moment. And it could break through some sort of defense that they have. So let's say you've been dealing with someone who has been distant or disappointing you in some sort of way or confusing you. It could be that whatever they've got going on is about to come to a head and it really breaks them down. They hit rock bottom, and because they're like, well, I can't feel any more exposed and vulnerable than I do, I might as well just be open and honest about how I'm feeling. And one of the people they're thinking of here is you. And look at this Seven of Wands. We've got, what is this? A beaver? An otter? I don't really know. It's underneath these sticks, well, the wands, obviously. And then we've got this water coming forward. So it's trying to keep out the water, the emotion. But in reverse, it makes me think the water is going to flood the place and it's going to get covered in it. So for some of you, there's someone here who is about to feel all of their emotions, and I think what they've been doing is trying to find ways to avoid their emotions, to not get into the realm of emotion, to submerge the emotions, to control them. But it's almost like this is happening via some kind of disaster. They would call it a disaster. I don't know if they're going to lose their money, or if they're getting kicked out of a home or a relationship that they're in. If I'm honest, it looks like they might feel broken, like something happens and they hit rock bottom. But with the Tower, this is divinely guided. This is happening to get them to make this change. This is interesting. I was just in the part of the reading before, the general bit, I was saying, along the lines there could be a Tower to help you move forward. This almost feels like someone who kept not making the change, whatever their change was they needed to make, and now they've got the Tower, and I think their change was listening to their feelings, their emotions, because the emotions are a guidance system, and their emotions have been trying to let them know something isn't right. And every time they've been triggered in that way, like, hello, what you're doing isn't good for you, or you don't want to be here, or you don't want to do this, you want to leave this relationship, that sort of thing. They're like, I'll just have another drink, I'll push it down, or I'll just go and do whatever I do, push it down. That can't happen anymore. I'm seeing someone turning up on your doorstep. They look completely beaten down and just saying everything they need to say to you. So that could happen for some of you, but I think really that's just Spirit trying to show me, not that they'll just turn up randomly in the middle of the night on your doorstep, but that something's going to happen to really wear this person down and get them to give in to what they've been resisting, which is some sort of emotional connection to themselves, which will lead them to saying something or admitting something to you. Because everything is blowing up in this card. We've got the Tower that's blowing up, the mountains in the background are erupting, we've got some sort of explosion going on here with maybe this looks like a horse or something. Everything is blowing up, everything is exploding. And look, if this Tower explodes and we're digging up the foundations, we're going to find the skeleton. So whatever your person has been trying to bury is coming up to the surface. Let's see, what else please? Yeah, Ace of Swords reversed. Whatever they've been doing it in excess, and it's so that they won't see a truth that comes with some pain here. Because see how these hands are bleeding? Painful realizations, the painful acceptance of changes, big changes that will need to be made if they accept this truth. Painful realizations about how they've really messed up in the past if they accept this truth. Look at this, Four of Wands reversed. Somebody is leaving a home, a relationship. So if your person's in a third party situation, They could be getting kicked out, they could be leaving, they could be getting a divorce or something like that. It might even be, let's say they have a partner or spouse, and this spouse knows about whatever they've got going on, this addiction, or the way they kind of are draining money or something, and then this person says, I've had enough, go. And that's not ideal, you know, for it to happen that way. But it's almost at this point that the universe is just trying to get them out of whatever they've got going on in any which way they can, in any which way, you know, it's possible to get this person to move and actually see the truths that they've been ignoring. We have the Star. You see, the Tower's very, very destructive. This is incredibly destructive. With everything. Everything's on fire. Everything's blowing up. And your person may feel very attacked. I'm just noticing the legs here. It looks like tiger's legs, you know, it's like clawing at the tower. So they may feel very attacked by multiple people. But it's all about healing. It's all about getting back on track with the Star here, following their highest path, getting back into alignment. So that's obviously a good thing. We've got Aquarius here. The Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces. Yeah, whatever is going on with your person, it's about to bring them towards you. And you're going to hear some things that they've been sitting on, that maybe they've not even wanted to admit or fully accept themselves. I wonder how you're going to feel about this. Let's see. Just to say, this tower, it's not your tower, it's on their side. This does involve you in that it gets them to open up to you, but the destruction, the tower, that's on their side. And yes, of course, you know, you care about this person, so it's going to affect you in that way, but you're on the other side. You're like the light at the end of the tunnel with this Star energy here that they're moving towards. How is my viewer going to feel, please, about this communication, about this change here? Oh, the Lovers. Okay, very nice. Okay, we have Gemini here. So you may feel, yeah, that you want to support this person, that it's a positive thing. You might feel kind of validated and reassured that it's you that they have come to, because, you know, sometimes as well in personal readings, people will ask, you know, like, let's say the person that they're interested in is in a relationship or married, and this person is saying, well, I can't be with you because I'm married. They want to know, is that true? You know, would they really be with me if they weren't married, or if they leave, or are they just saying that? And I feel like the truth here is yes. It's not that they're just saying that, and it's not that if suddenly they're single and free, they're going to go off with someone else. They're coming straight to you. And I think that's a nice thing for you to know. It makes you, I'm seeing here, it makes you feel like you're partners, you know, you're in this together. And there might be something as well that you find kind of sweet or flattering or charming in them coming to you in their time of need. It doesn't come across like they're using you, you know, it comes across like this person is, you know, they feel broken right now. And I know this is someone who does not like to show ever that they have any feelings, never mind that they're completely broken down, and they're trusting me to see them this way. That, it looks to me like that's how you'll be interpreting them coming towards you at this time. So however they're coming in, you know, I'm happy to say it doesn't look like they're coming in sort of arrogant. It doesn't look like they're coming in to use you or anything like that, because that obviously, you know, you wouldn't feel good about that. Three of Swords reversed, and the Knave, so the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, I am seeing some fear. I am seeing potentially being triggered here. Let's see. Something about the past. The Hierophant. So you might wonder, you know, you might feel like, I'm happy you're here. I'm glad it's me called. All of that. However, this is very fresh. I do feel, as I said, I see them suddenly turning up on your doorstep. It's like an hour after this tower has struck, and you might be wondering, are you going to go back? Is this a temporary thing? Are you here permanently or for now? Because whatever's breaking down, it's huge. And with the Hierophant, that is a big, solid structure. So it doesn't even have to be a third party that's romantic. It could be their family, you know, their family home that they're leaving or being kicked out of. It could be a work situation that's broken down around them. And for your person, work was like 90% of their life. And you're wondering, okay, well, what if tomorrow they phone you up and offer you your position back or something like that? So I think there's fear of the unknown. Yeah, Two of Wands reversed, exactly. So you're very happy they're here or speaking to you, that you're their person and they are yours. That's nice, that's healing, that's clarifying for you. But at the same time, there's fear around the unknown. What will things look like tomorrow, in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months? Will we have walked this new path together, or will the past have come back? Is this tower going to try and stick itself back together, you know? Or is it truly broken? Is it truly over? So in that case, I would say, if you feel it's appropriate, you can ask some of these things. If you feel it's a bit too soon, take it slow, you know. Don't sort of jump straight in because you don't want to be hurt in, you know, a week's time or something. Okay, let's see. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, and I think with this Lovers card coming out, that there is this support between the both of you. And there is something here where it's like, wow, I feel really good that it's me they came to. So if you ever feel that, oh, this person has come to me because they think they can use me, then that's, you know, that's a different sort of situation. And I would say, obviously, react however you feel you need to react in that case. You know, maybe you need to tell them to go and sort themselves out. Oh, we have Taurus here as well. Gemini with the Lovers. Okay, what else? We have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yeah, because of this tower, because of this massive destruction. My goodness, I mean, yeah, it's a lot. Okay. If this is someone new that's coming towards you, I would say take it a bit slow, because they've just been through a humongous ending. And it seems like they may also be wrapping up some addiction sort of problems as well, because that was what was sustaining them throughout this other situation that will have recently have blown up for them. It could, depending on you know, their situation and them, it could be that now that they're free of whatever was tormenting them, the addiction sort of just falls away because it didn't develop into a full-blown addiction. It was just something they were using to mask their problems. Or it could be they're dealing with the tower moment plus changing some unhealthy behavior that did have time to solidify into an addiction. Okay, we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yeah. You know, Spirit's taking away whatever Spirit wants to take away here from this person, and all they can do is accept it and heal with the star and move forward. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces, you see, and they're coming to you for this comfort. So you could even, you know, offer this as like a word of encouragement or support, just saying to them, you know, there's nothing to change, there's nothing you can do here. All you can do is accept, and we can move forward together. We'll figure this out together. Okay, and then lastly we have, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So yeah, a period of self-healing for this person. And also, as I said, if you get the feeling that you're being used here or something is imbalanced, because of course you want to support, but you don't want to become a parent to this person, definitely pull back, give yourself that space, or, you know, do whatever you need to do here to not feel taken advantage of. But that's pretty big. Whether this is someone you already know and are dealing with, or as I said, someone new, this is someone who is going through or about to go through a huge shock, tower, something that leaves them feeling just blown wide open. And yeah, they're coming to you, so that's lovely. And I think read the situation from there, depending on how involved you want to get and how much support you want to offer and can offer, because it will depend on your individual situations. Okay, so actually, before we go, I did mention earlier that in coming forward, there are things they will say to you that have been a long time coming. Let's see if we can get an idea of what these things might be. I mean, I think we kind of know, but let's just see. I don't think they're coming to you, and we've got the lovers and the support if what they want to tell you is that they've hated you for the last 28 years. So let's see. Nine of Cups reversed, missed opportunities. Also, I think for some of you, they've been thinking about you ever since they either missed this opportunity or turned you down or something like that. Because when this card, this particular depiction is reversed, see how these cups are upright and all of these drops, it's like they're falling into the cups. So even if there's been time that's passed, they've been thinking of you fondly and the desire for you has just been building. We have the Three of Cups, so yes, of reconciliation. They might want to say something about a third party or a third energy. The third energy can definitely be this kind of addiction or toxic behavior they have had. The Fool reversed, Aries, Aquarius, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there is regret. I think they may have had an opportunity with you for those of you where you've known this person already for some time, to ground this, to have a relationship, and they kind of let you go or passed you by. And the Queen of Pentacles is like spouse material. But for some of you, I think they want to tell you that they have wanted all this time to reach out or to be with you, but because there has been a third party, whether it's like a husband, a wife, a parent, they haven't been able to take that leap of faith towards you. But now that is over, they are free of that. Yeah. Okay. Four of Swords reversed. They've been thinking about you for a long time, and if